The only valid measurement of code quality is WTFs per minute. This briefing outlines the operational standards required to drive that metric to zero. When deadlines loom, teams often rush. They abandon structure and write tangled code, assuming skipping cleanup steps gets the product out faster. The mess instantly slows development to a crawl. The only way to maintain team velocity and meet a deadline is to keep the codebase relentlessly clean at all times. As a system grows without discipline, code rots. Modules insinuate themselves into one another, creating hidden, tangled dependencies. Soon, a single trivial change breaks multiple unrelated parts. This chart illustrates the cost. Over time, as the mess accumulates, team productivity crashes toward zero. Management reacts by adding new staff, but under pressure to deliver, these developers create more tangles, driving productivity even lower. Maintenance becomes impossible. The business is forced to authorize a massive, high-risk system redesign that halts all forward progress. The ratio of time spent reading code versus writing it is well over 10-to-1. To move quickly, the code must be highly readable, using exact, intention-revealing names that read like crisp prose. At the structural level, we apply the single responsibility principle. A function must do one thing exclusively. When a function mixes multiple levels of abstraction, handling high-level logic and low-level parsing simultaneously, it breaks this principle. Distinct steps must be extracted into isolated functions. By breaking a system into tiny, single-purpose blocks, the architecture remains instantly readable and safely modifiable. Without a safety net, developers fear changing old code. They worry that cleaning up a messy function will inadvertently cause a failure in production. An automated suite of clean unit tests eliminates that fear. High test coverage empowers the team to continuously refactor and improve the system architecture with impunity. To work, these tests must follow the FIRST protocol: fast to execute, independent of each other, repeatable in any environment, self-validating for pass or fail, and written timely alongside production code. If the tests themselves are messy and hard to maintain, developers will eventually discard them. Without tests, the ability to change code disappears, and the system begins to terminally rot. The final requirement is continuous maintenance, summarized by the Boy Scout rule: leave the codebase cleaner than you found it. Every time a developer checks out a module, they make a micro-improvement, renaming a variable, splitting a function, or deleting duplicate logic. Code quality is not achieved through a single grand redesign. It is built through a daily, continuous demonstration of professional care and craftsmanship.